like to beads or something like that. To beads on a string. Tie it like this. Put a bead on both of the strings. Put 2 more on each string. Tie it again, then cut the ends. Congratulations, you now have a shitty bow tie. Or you could do the same thing but add a bead so you have a bone. Or you could do the same thing but remove a bead. Now you have this. This is what I did with my knowledge.
How long you been doing hair?
For like 3 years.
Yeah, that's cute. Can you turn around for me? Yeah.
Wait, don't kill me. I'm new gen. Yes, us new gen boys.
Living my life!
Let it go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
Peanut butter jelly the long way. Peanut butter jelly the long way.
What? Why are you handing me this? What is this? More trash? Better be a written apology. Let's see this. Oh, look how big you are. Oh, this is very nice. Hey, we gotta get this framed.
There's evil afoot.
What? What evil?
All I said was there's evil afoot.
I fucking hate you, Justin. I want to rape you, Justin. Your albums are disgusting, Justin. Fever, we're going to kill you. I wanna hurt you, Justin. Put you in a little.
No, don't do this to me.
I know, I'm sorry.
Melts in my mouth, no need to chew. I'm drunk and I ain't even drinking. He got me stuttering and blinking. That boy is sexy fine. Ooh.
Motherfucker! The whole thing. I read the whole fucking thing. I kept thinking, alright, I guess the cool offensive stuff must be coming. And then after like 100 pages, I was like, alright, I guess all the dirty stuff is at the end. And then I got to the last page. And I was all, the fuck is this? I just read a book for nothing!
Tutorial for ladder star fidgets. Disclaimer: before you start, you will need to know how to do a ladder stitch cuff. It will make it easier for you to understand. Start with making a normal ladder stitch with only one bead each time. Stop when you get up to 10 beads. Asterisk makes sure to keep the beads in the middle of the string so you don't run out of string on either side. You can use any color or amount of beads for each row. Like my star with 3 beads, you will just need longer string. It's important to tighten the beads. If it's too loose, your star will fall apart. Take the last bead and connect it with the first bead. This will make a circle. This is the time where yarn needles makes it easier to stitch, so double knot a needle on each string. Start the second ladder stitch row. Connect the bead back to the first row. Your string will make a triangle shape. You could either repeat it this way 9 more times or try my method if you're feeling confident. What I did was string all the beads using only one needle and then went back with the other. Trust the process. Make sure to tighten this row too. Once you go through the bead we started with, take off the needles and tie the two ends together with a granny knot. I like to pull and adjust the knot through a bead to make it less noticeable. Snip the excess. Push every other point towards the middle of the circle. Once you're done, you should have a star shape. Grab a shorter piece of string. String through one of the 5 beads in the middle to start another ladder stitch. Go through the other 4 beads. After you go through them, stitch only one of the strings into the bead we started with. You should be stitching it in a circle. Go back and tighten the string. This will make the beads make a clicking sound. Tie these two together in a granny knot. Snip. Pull the knot through a bead again and adjust the shape if needed. Yay, you did it. Hooray. Stars.
Oh, look who controls all the islands. It's the Mahajapit, Majahapit, Mapajahit, Mahapajit, Mapajahit, Majapahit.
There are flowers growing all around a massive animal inside of me, and it's so ugly, and I'm so broken, and I'm so ugly, and it's so broken. I am calling all of my friends to pull me out from this hole, but they're so caught up in their own shit, and I'm so caught up in my own shit.
I got this candy packet, but look at how many beads they gave me. That is not a lot of beads, and I paid $10 for this. I mean, yeah, they gave me like a lot of these beads, but like, what about the normal pony beads? These ones, there's not a lot of them.
cuff tutorial. Start off with a wingspan of string. String 36 black beads and tie off. Snip off the short end of the string. Feed the string through the next bead. Starting with Pinkie Pie, take a pink bead and feed it through like this. String another pink bead, but you want to skip a bead each time. Should look like this. Next, string a black bead. Continue doing the same for each pony to colors, then a black bead. String the final black bead and go up through this pink bead. Second row done. The third row is the belly and start of the tail mane. Don't forget a black bead in between. Should look like this when done. This fourth row is important because you have to get their manes right. There's the style, so pause to see each one. Make sure to come out of this bead. Then the fifth row is the muzzle and the manes. You won't need black beads this row. Make sure you come out of the end of Pinkie Pie's tail. Sixth row is a black bead, a skin color, and another black bead. Should look like this. Come out of this black bead. The seventh row is to mane, colored beads, and a black bead. Will look like this. The eighth row is the top of the mane into black beads. Doing great, should look like this. The ninth row is all black beads. The final 10th row is also all black beads. Tie off here. Now you have a cute My Little Pony cuff. Thank you for watching.
Functionally, no. I would never make a candy corset. Functionally, I can't imagine it being very useful.
So I'm an idiot. Let's make a candy corset. I went for a blueberry cow look because I thought it suited me. Now, this concept is not mine. I think it was made by Garnet but Pink. Anyway, I posted on my Patreon for free if you guys want to check it out. Inspired, I immediately ordered my beads. This is like the most expensive project I've done so far. Anyway, I measure out how long I need it to be and bam, I made it. There, nice, great. Just big enough to fit around my waist. I used some scrap ribbon to lace up the front. It looks messy, but I promise I did it right. We're nearly finished. Time to add some detailing and, of course, my name tag. So you know it's an original. And I'm finished. What else is there to say? I mean, I did it, and it looks fucking good. Okay, bye.
I feel their rhythm more and more. I'd like to jump right on the floor. I feel their bass drum more and more. It's time for
Who's Taylor Swift? Oh my god! Am I about to introduce you to Taylor Swift? What is she, a singer? She's much more than a singer, Chris. She's the queen! A golden...
Okay, gun to your head.
Okay.
Which pair should I wear?
Oh, gun to my head. I'd say pull the trigger.
Messages from the stars when you make sweet love to me. I get messages from the stars. You must be from another galaxy. I get messages from the stars when you make sweet love to me. I get messages from the stars. You must be from another galaxy. I get messages from the stars when you make sweet love to me. I get messages from the stars. You must be from another galaxy.
I ran out of perlers, but that is to be expected when you're making a life-size quilt, but I hope the rest goes well.
A couple of days ago, I posted a video showing off this cuff that I had made, and a few people were asking for a tutorial. So this video will be a tutorial on how to make one of these cuffs. Also, before anyone says, oh, that's a UFO cuff, there's already so many UFO cuff tutorials out there. You literally have already posted a UFO cuff tutorial. I'm pretty sure it's not a UFO cuff because, here, you can see them side by side. They're pretty different when you're looking at them. I'll show you with the same color scheme so it's easier to see. But they're pretty different with how they're built. By the way, if you want to follow this tutorial, you already need to know how to do an X-base. If you don't know how, there's plenty of tutorials literally everywhere that you can follow. So just look up one of those real quick. If you're wanting to follow this exact pattern of colors that I'm using, here's the translation of colors. This green will be used in place of hot pink. This green will be used in place of these orange ones. This clear one will be in place of these clear pinks. And this brown one will be in place of these yellow ones. So you're going to start with an X base that's 1.5 X's tall. If you don't know what that would mean, it'll mean there's an X here and then half of an X right here. So you'll have your initial row and then you'll do 1, 2, 3 and then close it off at 4. Also, side note, the filter that I'm using makes this brown look kind of red, and so this color scheme looks either really ugly or really Christmassy, but I promise that it's like a nice rich brown in person. So now you should be coming out of one of these beads, and you're going to put on 5 beads onto your string, following this pattern, and then you'll go and string it through this bead. Pull it tight and then repeat that all the way around. Once you've finished all the way around, flip it over and do the exact same thing on this side. Now that you're done with that, string into this top spike and make sure you're coming out of one of these top beads. Now you're going to add 2 beads onto your string, like this, and you're going to go through the next spike, the nearest spike on the other side. So it'll look like this. I'm holding it right here because this part does need to be held pretty tight, and then you're going to follow that pattern and go all the way around. After doing it a second time, it should look like this, a third time like this, and then go all the way around. Then just tie it off and you're done. If you follow this tutorial, drop your finished product in the comments, please. I'd love to see it. Also, if you've already made one of these and know what it's called, please tell me because I really have not seen these anywhere and I don't know what they're called. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Nice clothes in
help.
Here's a quick kind of like walkthrough tutorial on how to make one of these bags. I won't be making it side by side with you just because I can't bring myself to make another one of these, but I will explain every step that I did and how I did it, and I'll kind of like reenact it by taking my string and needle and kind of just reenacting it. Some things you're going to need to know before you do this is what a multi-stitch is, how to follow a pattern, how to tie off your string and add on more string, what an X-base is, and I think that's about it. So first you're going to need a pattern. I like to go to candipad.com and just make my own. That way I can fit it to customize and be however I want it to be. And you'll type in whatever dimensions you want. For reference, this is about, I think it's, hold on. This side is 31 wide and 24 tall. The bottom is, I mean, it should be looked at from this way. So it's 11 tall and also 31 wide. This side is the same as the other side. And this side is 24 beads tall and 14 beads wide. So once you've found or have made a pattern, you're gonna start doing this multi-stitch panel here. And to start it, you can do one of two things. What I did is I put this whole row on a big line. Like I did all these blacks and then this pink, this red, pink, red. You know, I just followed that whole row and I put it all on a string, and then I tied a bunch of knots at the end so they wouldn't fall off. I'm sure there's better ways to do this. You could probably start it like a peyote stitch, and I don't know why I didn't do that, but it's just not what I chose to do, I guess. But that would probably be better, and you wouldn't risk your beads falling off, because if I can find it, the knot is just like literally that. So by the time you add the next row, they shouldn't be able to fall off, but still, it's not the best. After that, you follow your pattern all the way through. You just keep going until you're at the bottom. And when you're at the bottom, don't tie it off, because then you'll have to start a new panel and then you'll need to stitch it together in the end. It'd be so much easier to just do it all in one go. So then you're gonna start your next one. You just do the top row, the next one, and then you keep going and do the same thing here where you just continue going through the pattern instead of switching panels and then having to sew them together in the end. The side panels, however, are their own individual thing. You're going to do the same thing that you did for the front, and you're going to just copy that here and then tie it off when you're done, and you can save it to the side for later, and then you make the other side panel the same way. Once you have both of your sides done, you can stitch everything together. So what you're going to want to do is take them so they're next to each other like this, and you can hold them flat against each other like that, so that you'll be able to see the strings that go in between each bead on them. And what you're going to do is you're just going to sew them together. I think this part is so satisfying, but you just get to take your needle and go through each one, and then you can go back around, so it's kind of like there's 2 stitches over it. You can kind of see how like I'm taking the one that went in between those beads and I'm bringing it over here and then doing that over and over, and it's so nice to do. Once you get the hang of it, oh, it's the best thing ever. You're going to do that for all 4 sides. So that side, this side, over here, and over here. And now it should be looking like a bag, but this side is going to be open. So to close that, I don't know if there's an actual way to do this, but I just kind of thread wherever I think each one should go. So this seems like it should come out of this orange one, into that black one, and down into that orange one, where it can then go into that black one. It's kind of just a guess, and I'm probably not doing it right, but, you know, it works. So if you followed along, you should have just a little box right here with no handle, but to add the handle or strap or whatever you want to call it, there's actually a lot of ways to do this. You could kind of do a little peyote stitch or multi-stitch right here, and then just go all the way around as long as you want it, and bring it there. And then for extra stability, you can add kind of a tornado cuff thing on top, but to do this way, you're pretty much just making an X base. So you're going to want to tie on string in between these 2 beads right over here. So I tied some right there, and then I put on a bunch of beads in a long string, and I tied them all the way back over here. So then you're gonna go, you're just gonna do your X base. So you're gonna put on 3. Maybe this is the wonky side. I think I lost a bead at one point, actually. That's what's going on. That's why it's weird over here. So I'll go from this side where it's normal. You're gonna put on 3, and then 3, 3, and you just keep going all the way around. And then at the next side, you should be, I think you can go through one of these beads to get things right, but you can just put on another 3, pink, 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 and you'll just keep going until you're happy with how it looks. And then I guess if you wanted to, you could add something on top of that and make it kind of like a UFO cuff, but that's, you know, just whatever you think is stable and good for you. Anyways, I hope that was helpful. If you make a bag using this tutorial or kind of like following this for guidelines, you should totally tag me. I'd think it's really cool. Bye!